Peace and blessings, soul family. I love you all. I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to discuss yoga. What is yoga? Because it's many different things if you ask many different people. But if you notice out here in the West, most people, when they think of the word yoga, they think of people stretching out on a mat and doing postures, holding themselves, and that's literally what they think yoga is. But yoga is much, much deeper than that. So when you look at it from the perspective of Patanjali Yoga and the Yoga Sutras, it is, the very definition of it is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which means the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind stuff. So it's a very specific thing there. But actually, yoga comes from the Sanskrit yuj, Y-U-J, which means to connect, to yoke, to join together. So, and like I said, most people in the West know about Hatha Yoga. Hatha means the sun and moon, but it's balancing those energies within yourself, Ida and Pingala. But yeah, most people think of Hatha Yoga, which it's an important part of it, but it's a small part of it. So you look at the main yogas now, other than just Hatha Yoga and Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, you have the four primary modes of yoga to yoke, to bring together. And what are you yoking to? Your true self, your soul. You are connecting your personal, individualized soul with the universal soul, aka God, the source. So when you're yoking to this, you understand that you are that. And the Jivatman dissolves into Paramatman, and you realize that you're one with the Creator. Now, the four means, like I was saying before, we have Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the yoga of devotion and the yoga of love. And this is, you can see, mainly like Christian religion, stuff like that, is kind of like a Bhakti practice, just love and devotion to the Creator. But you can see it big time within the Krishna consciousness movement, that bhakti aspect where they're singing bhajans and dancing and spiraling and just having a blast and really getting into that ecstatic state of love. And really that's the reason that, you know, a lot of people look at God as it's external to you, but the truth is you are one with the Creator. And we've lost that knowledge of who we are. So it's easy to, and even when we know that we are the Creator, it's still beautiful because love is beautiful. It's still amazing to suspend that knowledge for a particular amount of time and project the Creator or your Ishtadevi, project that externally so that you can love and adore it. Next we got Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is the yoga of action. Karma actually means action, but this is the yoga of coming in union by selfless service, using seva to not expect anything to come back from what you're doing, but to serve humanity in many ways. So you take for example, going to temple and helping around the temple and stuff. That's one thing. But another one, going and helping feed the homeless, going outside and cleaning the earth, clean up Gaia, Bhumi Devi, and make it your intention that you just want to do this without any praise from anybody, without any reward, without gaining anything else. It's got to be completely selfish. And when you do this selfless service, it brings you into a union with your soul. So let's see, we got Bhakti, Karma. Then we have Raja Yoga. This is highly connected to the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. This is the yoga of meditation, chanting of japa, getting into deep states of meditation. And we have the just for a quick second, since we're talking about Raja Yoga, I'll go ahead and go into the 8 limbs of Patanjali's yoga. So first you have, the first 2 are Yama and Niyam. These are the prerequisites. These are kind of like the 10 commandments of yoga. And it's 5 things that you don't do and 5 things you do. And just a few quick examples, we have like ahimsa, which is non-violence. But after yama niyam, then you have pranayam, breath work. Then you have asana, or hold on. Don't mark my words on that. It's I'm pretty sure it's pranayam and then asana. Actually, no, it's asana, which is the seat or the position that you're meditating in. Pranayama, which is the breath work. Then you have pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the senses. So this is going within, closing off your senses, not focusing on sound, sight, and going internally and focusing on the inner sound. After pratyahara, you have dharana, which is concentration. This is single-pointed focus, where you have a mantra that you're chanting and fully absorbed in, or you're envisioning your Ishtadevata within yourself and projecting that image of the deity that you are deeply connected to. But it's a single-pointed focus. It's making your mind, every time your mind wanders, moving it right back to the breath, or to the mantra, or to the darshan type exercise, like projecting the image of your deity. After dharana, then you have dhyana. Now this is meditation. This is when you very first start to become absorbed within the meditation. And then finally, the 8th limb we have is samadhi. Now there's many different layers of each of these. Even samadhi, I've experienced glimpses of it. I've had plenty of meditations where I completely dissolve into nothingness and become one with my surroundings, and then see lights and visions and stuff like that. But I haven't like established it where it's a 24/7 type thing. But there are many different layers to it. Okay, let's see. We did bhakti, karma, raja. What am I missing here? Bhakti, karma, raja. Hold on, just. I don't know how I missed this, but Jnana Yoga. This is the yoga of knowledge. This is the yoga of study and self-introspection and asking those questions of who am I? Why am I here? Where did I come from? Where am I going? That is Jnana Yoga. Now there's many of these paths, and there's many different dispositions that we all have, ways that our body and psyche actually work and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing of Sanatana Dharma and Tantra and yoga, because you actually have a path for everybody. No matter if you're a person that believes in an external God, you have the dualistic, which is Dvaita, and then you have the qualified non-duality, which is the whole earth and everything around is the body of God. That is Vishishta Advaita. And then you have Advaita, non-duality, where everything is one, the understanding that everything is one. And there are definitely different systems of the Advaita. You have Shakta Advaita, which is for the goddess. Everybody is the one, or the mother is the highest, and many different others. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what yoga is, to yoke. Very similar to the word religion, which comes from the word religare, and that is the means to bind, which religion's more bind, like snatch and bind it, where yoga is to yoke, to join, to intentionally come into that state of oneness. But I love you all. I hope everybody has a blissful day, and I will talk to you guys later.